Welcome to the zone where the numbers don't lie.
I got my record.
Breaking it down, play by play, eye to eye. Stats on the board, heat in the booth, fast takes, deep dives, searching for truth. From the court to the field, it's precision we bring. With a mic and a metric, we dissect everything. Analytics, this, where the game gets real. Feel the data, hear the steel. Crunching numbers, calling plays. Running hot takes every day. Be on the highlights,
Okay.
behind the scenes.
So what are we gonna do? We're just gonna
No in
do
betweens.
Yeah, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Legacy, power, tactics, and grit. If it's in the game, we're talking it. Analytics, this, say it loud. Analytics. Yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying? Is there a delay?
Yes. I'm now hearing it.
Okay. All right.
Delayed grooving.
You know what? Corey has the same thing when we tape the Sunday Stew Pot. He does the same
A
thing.
delayed grooving.
Yeah, yeah. When he's on the other, yeah, he says the same thing. He usually lets me drive on that. So okay, so let's. So what were you trying to say to me before we started?
I forgot. Play music.
Okay, we'll play more music now. No, Flex, thank you, man. All right, he's all into it. Thanks, man. My man, Flex, making me hit the gym harder. So I appreciate it. Hey, welcome. It is Analytics This. I am Lou Marconi, L Marconi 251 on Instagram, L Marconi 1973 on X. My friend and co-host along with me on the show at Posh_Clevelander. You can find her on X and pretty much anywhere else with that screen name. Is that correct?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah. We got some Browns free agency stuff to break down. And we also have some UFL news. So that's what we're going to do today.
Yes.
I appreciate you guys for joining us. What's that? What are you doing?
The music.
What music?
I still hear it.
You're still hearing the music?
Yes.
It stopped.
What? It's delayed. It still goes on for me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but the music.
Let me
still
know when it
goes.
stops. Let me know when it stops.
Okay.
The music stopped. I mean, I'm telling you, the music stopped. I can't. You're dancing to the. I'm like,
It still goes on into the show. It's delayed.
for how long?
About like a couple of minutes. It takes like a couple of minutes.
Okay. Well, I'll keep talking. Hey, please, in the
talking.
description of the show, click on the link of the show. It is All That Butter, www.allthatbutter. It is the sponsor of the show. It is the beard butter, allthatbutter.com. Order up some beard butter and other health and beauty products. Good stuff. Check it out. I've used it on my own beard. That's why it looks so nice. So there you go. Look at all gray. So really cool. All right, much appreciated. Let me know when it stopped. Is it still going?
Okay, it stopped now.
Okay.
There it goes. There
It's
it
going
goes.
again?
Yes. Yes. Taken away.
Hold on. I don't know why it's doing that. Because it stopped here.
Okay, yep. And then after a while, it'll stop.
Okay. As long as you can hear me, we can keep going.
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. Very, very good. So let's talk about this. We got some Browns free agency news. I'm going to go from the very beginning of what they did to kind of get a big picture into this and kind of dive into it and see. Hey, let's take a big picture of what they've done this offseason. Wyatt Teller, he went to the Houston Texans. Joel Bitonio remains unsigned. Yeah, I really not that upset that Teller left. We kind of expected it. We expected Batonio
Yeah.
and David Njoku visit with the Ravens. I think, guys, sooner or later, the NFL stands for not for long. They're not going to live. They're not going to stay here forever. So
Now,
let's.
is Chubb still on the team?
Pardon
Is Chubb
me?
still on the Texans? Is Chubb still on the Texans?
No,
Okay.
I think
That was
he's
a-
out. He might be. His career might be over unless he's got a shot somewhere else. All right.
Okay.
So I have there the first thing they did. They traded with Houston for the right tackle for Titus Howard. He got a 3-year, $63 million deal. It's very cap friendly for the next couple of years. He's relatively young. Zion Johnson was a signed free agent who's a left guard from the I almost said San Diego, but it's Los Angeles Chargers. And he was a free agent. Free agent Quincy Williams, linebacker, replaced the departed Devin Bush. Devin Bush got a really nice deal with the Bears. Good luck to you. That was a little bit too rich for us.
Lucky
Quincy
Devin.
Williams fills in very nice from the Jets.
Yes.
Tevin Jenkins, we re-signed. He's being pretty productive with us for the most part
Yes.
when he was out there. So we got him to a 1-year deal. Nice, $4 million. I mean, it's nothing. For this. Then Elton Jenkins, free agent, a 2-year, $24 million deal, and he's guard in a center. So we essentially got. It looks like if you think Jenkins can play center, Tevin and Zion on each side as guards, and Titus Howard is a right tackle, and we replaced the starting linebacker. So that's 5 very good pickups, right there. Okay.
To start building
Let's
an
continue because we got a number 3 tight end, Jack Stoll, from the Saints. Got a 1-year deal, like a veteran minimum type of deal. We re-signed 3 other guys, which was Trey Avery, the corner defensive back. D'Angelo Ross was the defensive back, and we re-signed our punter Corey Bajorquez, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with all 4 of these moves. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
We brought in a defensive tackle. This happened late last Friday. We brought in a defensive tackle, Kalea Davis from the San Francisco 49ers. So that gets us caught up until last Friday when we had Ethan on the show, and we were just going over the early free agency stuff. Now, second wave of free agency came in, and we got a couple guys in here, and I know we basically got 4 more people signed. People are like, whoa, what happened? AJ Epinenza, excuse me. God, I blew that name. He's an edge rusher, situational pass rusher from the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Very good. I'm going to pull up some stats on these guys. Tylan Wallace is a wide receiver, but he's a punt return specialist. He's a return specialist. Something we haven't had, I think, since maybe Travis Benjamin, if you want to think about it. Because most of the
We'll
time.
start building our special teams. Yeah.
Yeah. And we got an edge. Oh, Akawara. Yeah. He re-signed with us. Let's see. Free agent. Julian Akawara. He came to us. So that was another one. And then Sam Kamara, which is another defensive lineman, which I'm glad they did that. So it's like, so they went out and they signed 5 more guys after the first wave with a trade and 4 signings. So you're kind of seeing what they're probably going to do in the draft. What do you think?
That's what I want to ask. Yes, that's what I was asking.
Me? I was going to ask you.
I see you're building. Yeah, I see you're building to that. I see what you're doing. Okay, so this changes what we're going to do in the draft. We're not going to be going first round I don't think we're going to go first round on linemen anymore. I don't think, you know what I mean?
Unless it's a left tackle. Do you think they'll get a left tackle?
I think, no. I think they do, I think they will be scared of that after the Jeffrey Willis issue.
Right.
I don't think they're going to go first round.
I don't think they're going to go with the tackle in the first round.
What are our rounds? Do we have any picks?
We have
in
the
round?
6th pick and the 24th pick and the 39th pick in the first 2 rounds.
Oh, okay, you can go six round. Yeah, we get
No,
left
the
tackle.
sixth pick, the 24th pick, and the 39th pick. Those are the
Oh, the
three
actual
picks that we have.
sixth pick in the first round?
Sixth pick in the first round, the 24th pick in the
Oh,
first round.
we're trading
And
down.
you
We're
think we're
trading
trading?
down.
We're trading down.
We're going to sell
I'm
that.
hearing
Yeah.
that too, but I also heard they could trade up from 24. I heard that, but a lot of it's smoke. I think it depends on what they do at 6. If they trade down or if they do, like for instance, my thinking was, and what I've heard too, was that it wasn't the contract that hurt us so much with the Watson trade. It was the lack of first round draft picks that hurt us. And last year and this year, we got those extra picks in the first 2 rounds. So you're thinking, Andrew Barry might be thinking, if I can get an extra pick next year in the first 2 rounds, and that makes up for those lack of picks, and I can start building and getting the team ready to contend by 2029. I think that's what they're building
Yes.
towards.
Yes.
That's a possibility. Which, if they trade, say like they trade down, it depends on who's sitting there at 6. And if Dallas wants like a Caleb Downs or Sonny Styles and they're on the board, we can make the call, trade down to 12, get a good tackle anyway or good receiver anyway, and pick up an extra pick next year. The Jets, I think the Jets have 5 first-round picks in the next two years. The Jets do, yeah. So
Yeah.
that would be interesting. So, tell me. So you're not thinking tackle. What are you thinking they're going to do with the 6th overall? Just for our intents and purposes today, no trades. We keep the picks. What are we doing? Go ahead.
I can't even imagine what we do. I'm sorry. I think we're trading down.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, if we had the picks,
If we have the picks, we trade down. I say we trade down that 6th pick.
okay.
I say we trade down that 6th pick. I think it's more, it's all about Archie Manning next year or having picks and being able to be in control next year. I think
Yeah.
we're trading down. I think if you go to that season ticket watch party, you're going to be waiting a little bit to see the Browns make a pick. I think
I
so.
went to last year's watch party
Oh,
with
yeah, we
Sherry,
did.
John,
That was
with
a
people from the
concert.
Fanatical Elves, Ethan, Sherry. Whole group of us were there. I saw Lauren. I saw Heather. A lot of people I know from the podcasting world, and the rumors were flying about trade, trade. And that deal was already in place, but it was as long as Cam Ward went to Tennessee, because we would have taken Cam Ward if he was at 2. That's my understanding. So Cam Ward went to Tennessee. We were trading down to 2. So Jacksonville got Travis Hunter. They wanted Travis Hunter. They got him. We got some picks. We got some extra picks, and we got Mason Graham, which was a great pick, and so was Carson Schlesinger and Quinshon Judkins. First 4 picks with Harold Fanning too were just knocked out of the park. Because I think the 5th pick in that draft, well, actually, yeah, 5th pick in that draft was Dylan Gabriel, and the 6th pick was Dylan Sampson, and then the 7th pick was Shador. So I'm thinking if they stay where they're at, if they take a Carnell Tate, I wouldn't complain. If they took a receiver, Carnell Tate, he's probably the best receiver in the draft. You could, or you could do. There's so many different avenues. It's hard to say what they're going to do, but I'm just thinking if they're 6, they could take. Monroe Freeling's the big name that's coming to them now because he's the left tackle at Georgia. That's the one spot on the line that's not set. Okay, so you got Monroe Freeling. Then as a rookie left tackle, which he might not start right away, or it might not be. He could be. You never know. But he's supposed to be like a true natural left tackle at the NFL level. And we could trade down a few spots, pick up an extra pick next year, and still get him. And then pick a receiver at 24.
The problem is Steelers. The Steelers need to fortify their O-line. If you're going to keep Aaron Rodgers, you need an O-line that's going to keep him upright.
Right.
If I was the Steelers, I would be I would be trying to find pieces like a dynamic left tackle. You know, I would try if I'm going to go ahead and keep Aaron Rodgers. So I just want to know is I could see we kind of need the same needs. The Steelers and the Browns kind of need the same needs when it comes to O line. Is
Oh,
Carnell Tate going to be around? Is
yeah.
that the left tackle going to be around? You
I'd
know.
have to look up what the Steelers did. I know they picked up Pittman as a receiver. I haven't heard
Hmm.
anything about signings or trades. Um,
Hmm.
let me. I'm just going to do this. I'm just
I'm
going to
gonna
go to the
start
Steelers
following
page.
them. I'm gonna start following more. So I think I do follow. I think I was throwing up too much. That's why I stopped following.
You throwing up from the Steelers stuff?
Yeah, I think I was throwing up too much from the Steelers stuff. So maybe I stopped following them, but I guess I should know thy enemy, you know? So,
Well,
but
I think
I got to
I
a
know
point
a
I
few
couldn't
of the
handle
people from the Bougie Sports.
What'd you say?
I know the Bougie Sports people are going to the draft night in Pittsburgh, and
Oh, okay.
I texted Lana and I said, "Good luck in enemy territory."
Oh, that is awesome. I can't wait to see their
And
pictures and
then Lysandra
hear
said,
their
"Hope you're
adventures.
ready," and she's putting on eye black. Lysandra, but well, the
Oh,
thing was, the draft day party last year was a Journey concert. It was outdoors. We lucked out. End of April, Northeast Ohio. You know, it's a roll of the dice with weather.
uh-huh.
It was like a summer night. It was beautiful. It was great. The next night we were here, if you remember, and we did the second round, third round watch party, and it was cold and rainy. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I think they said this year they did a they're doing a watch party, but it's at the Cleveland Public Auditorium.
Okay.
I guess they'll have a live DJ. They'll have the activities and games and stuff, and like Browns alumni for autographs and stuff. So
Okay.
I reached out to a few people. I reached out to John from the Fanatical Elves, and I reached out to Hemi from There's a Gleam, and Steve Hemrich, and they said they're thinking about it, and I said, yeah, I am too. I'm just kind of like, I can get the ticket because as a season ticket holder, I'll get the ticket, so I can, I don't think my wife can come with me. It's a school night, and it's kind of like, yeah, it's a Thursday night. If it was a Saturday or a Friday night, then yeah, more probably
They
we
do
go
that on
Friday.
purpose to
Well, the
kind of
draft used
lessen
to
the
be at
like.
noon on Saturday. They used to do the draft, the first three rounds at noon on Saturday, and then the next four rounds were noon the next day. So that's the way it used to work. Yeah, the big off season this so far was General Manager Omar Khan made a big time trade with the Colts to land wide receiver Michael Pitt. All right, let's see. Did they make any moves? They could have. I don't know if they went out and signed a bunch of people or what they did.
In free agency yet? I don't think that they signed. Have they
Steelers
signed?
agreed a 3-year deal with defensive back Jamal Dean. Okay, running back Rico Dowdle. They signed. Jaquan Brisker, safety. They signed. Sebastian Joseph Day, a defensive line. Asante Samuel, corner, defensive back, and punter Cameron Johnston. They signed. Darnell Savage is a safety, is who they brought in too. So I'm just I got this from ESPN. So really, they're not the big move they made. The big splash move was the Michael Pittman, and they have him and who's the other receiver they have? Shoot. The DK Metcalf.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yes.
they have. So their wide receiver. They're probably not going to draft a receiver, but they
Okay.
could be drafting O line. You're right. They could be.
That's
And,
yes.
well,
Yeah.
Freeling or Fanu or Caleb. What the hell is that guy's name? The tackle from Iowa would be there too. So one of those three guys will be there at 24 if they stay. They could trade up if they want to get a receiver they like. I know they brought in Denzel Boston for a visit from Washington, and Ethan didn't like him. Ethan didn't like Tyson either. It looks like I lost you, Posh, so I'm going to keep talking. All right, and keep moving forward here. I've been hearing something else too, but we're gonna wait till she gets back. I want to hear her thoughts on this. Hold on one second. Hey, I'm going to go text her right now. So thank you guys for joining us. This is Analytics This on the Stu Spark Media Network. I am Lou Marconi at Marconi251 on Instagram and Marconi1973 on X. Yeah, I'm texting her right now. I just lost her. So I don't know if. Let me just go ahead. Up. Hold on, I hear you.
Okay, you're back. Okay.
I just texted. No, I just texted you. I was just like, I stayed on, so we're cool.
Oh, okay. Well, I was rambling. Okay, it
They
looked like
brought
you
in.
were disconnected.
Yeah, they're bringing in guys for visits now. Everybody's talking about it. So I mean, there's pro days happening. So I think they could have a trade in the
Are you
works.
sick again?
No, it's just my nose is just running. Hang on.
Okay.
I had
He
some.
has a cough.
I had some honey mustard wings before I got out. Sometimes if I have something, it clears up my sinuses. No, I'm fine. I'm not sick at all. I feel great.
Okay.
Actually, get ready. I'm going to be hitting the gym tomorrow hard.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah, gotta sweat it out. You gotta sweat it out.
yeah, I'll be fine. I was going to say, my thoughts. I saw some trade rumors. One about potentially moving up from 24, and trade down from 6, trade up from 24. So there's all kinds of stuff and rumors that are out there. I wanted to ask you about this one, and I don't know how true it is or if there's any validity to it, that we would trade with Minnesota. We'd give up our 5th, and they would send us, we'd give up a 5th and a 6th, I think, and they would send us a 7th. She just disappeared. She just disappeared on me. I don't know if she heard what I said, but you guys can feel free to comment. Would appreciate it. I have not seen any yet. Oh, here we go.
Okay, I'm gonna step out. I'll come back. Okay.
You want to step out and come back? Okay.
Yeah, I'll step out and come back.
All right. There was a rumor of a J.J. McCarthy trade, so I want you to think about that. Go ahead, step out, come back. All right. So the rumor of a J.J. McCarthy trade I heard where the Browns would get J.J. McCarthy and a 7th round pick, and we'd send Minnesota a 5th and a 6th. I don't have a problem with that, but I'll just be honest with you. I don't want McCarthy. I have nothing against the kid or anything, not because he was a Michigan guy. I just don't think he is as good as he's delivered. Did you hear what I said?
He's not as good as you think he is.
No, it's
That's
J.J.
all.
McCarthy. I don't
Oh,
really,
okay. Okay.
I don't really care to have J.J. McCarthy on the team.
Oh, is he a free agent?
No, there's a trade proposal, a trade rumor that the Browns would get a 5th and a 7th, and we'd give up we get J.J. McCarthy and a 7th, and we'd give him a 5th and a 6th.
No.
Okay. And I just want to know what you think. What do you think about that?
J.J.
I mean,
McCarthy,
it's not a bad value, but I just don't want him. But go ahead.
Let's review our quarterback room now so far. We've got Shador, we got Deshaun,
Dylan Gabriel.
and Dylan Gabriel. I think if we want the quarterback, we would want someone more of a veteran. I don't know how much. What's JJ's year? Is he a sophomore? How many years?
This will be his third year. This will be his third
Yeah,
year.
this will be his third year.
His rookie year, he had the knee injury, didn't play it down. I don't even know if he played a preseason game because he got hurt early. Yeah, and then last year he just wasn't that good at all. I don't know if he was fighting through injuries or what the problem was.
Yeah, I think if we get a veteran, we would get a veteran quarterback for us to back up.
Yeah.
You know, you hope Chubb, Flex hopes Chubb gets signed.
And I think Flex also said this, where yeah, I'm fine with the QB room left as is. I wouldn't mind if they drafted a quarterback in the draft and just bring in a fourth guy like a camp arm. But I
Yeah.
don't know if they'll do like a Drew Aller or a Nussmeier or some Kate Klubnik or somebody like that. Maybe, but
Eh, it's all about Archie. It's all about Archie.
I don't think
Everything's
Deshaun's playing it down. I don't think Deshaun's playing at all. I don't know. Do you think they're still going to be trying to play for Archie? Manning?
Yes, yes. I think we're going after Archie Manning. I think Deshaun is going to, if he sees the field, it's going to be because something tragic has happened. I don't even want to put that in the air. But we paid for him. We're going to kick the can on Deshaun. Deshaun still wants to show he has it. I don't know how Deshaun can leave us. Is there a way? I don't want Deshaun to leave. Okay, I don't want Deshaun to leave.
Is there
But
a way
is
he
there a
can
way
leave?
that Deshaun can be on another team? We'll try to go to another team.
We'll take too much of a cap hit. He's not leaving
Yeah.
until June 1st of next year. So today is March 20th. So you pretty much got 2 months, 11 days, and 1 year.
Okay.
12 days. Excuse me. 12 days.
Yeah.
2
So
months, 12 days.
Deshaun may not want to play. He may not want to play because he may have his eyes on another team. You know, I don't know. But he may want to show some type, we may see him in preseason. We may see him in
Yeah.
preseason. But he's going to be very cautious with his eyes.
If he does it all, I wouldn't be surprised if we have somebody else and get a veteran or get somebody else to come in. I don't know if Dylan
I
Gabriel.
wouldn't play until I know we have an O line.
Yeah. Well, I think we're drafting a good left tackle away from having a pretty set O line. Pittsburgh didn't address their O line yet. Not
Okay.
yet. They couldn't. They didn't do it in free agency. No. And
Dwight
that's
Jones, though. Dwight Jones, maybe he lost some weight. He was doing a girls flag football fundraiser. Everyone was noticing
Yeah.
how he lost some weight. That's less weight on those tall knees he has. He may step back into his role
I
on
don't know
left
if you
tackle.
probably heard this already, but we gotta say rest in peace, Chuck Norris.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Chuck Norris passed away. And
Yeah.
also, I don't know how true this is, but I saw like a Steelers legend, Mean Joe Green, passed away.
He did not die. No, that was fraudulent.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
why I
that
didn't
was-
say anything right away because it was on Twitter, so I don't really say anything. But I did hear about Chuck Norris.
Yeah, Chuck Norris, that is confirmed. He was in hospice or something. He went to.
I heard he
yeah.
was in Hawaii on a medical emergency yesterday.
Yes, yes, Chuck Norris. I love Chuck Norris. Watching his show as with your grandparents and his exercise videos, and I love Chuck Norris. He's an icon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's an icon. I think.
Did you have a favorite Chuck Norris movie?
Chuck Norris. I didn't watch any of the movies. I have to be honest.
You never saw him in The Way of the Dragon? He fought Bruce Lee. That was his first movie.
In the Way of the Dragon.
They fought
Anyway,
at the Roman
okay, that
Coliseum.
movie I did see. I
They
saw
fought
at
at
the
the Roman
movie.
Coliseum. Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that in.
classic
I
fight
saw
scene.
that as a little
Great.
girl. Yeah, I saw that as a little girl with my dad. Went in the movie theater. Yeah.
Then there was Lone Wolf McQuade, Missing in Action. There's a lot of Chuck Norris movies. So yeah, there
We'll
was
check
and
out
he
Chuck
did
Norris.
Walker Texas Ranger.
Oh yes, yes, that was the show. That was Grandma's show.
It was Mortal
Everything.
Kombat before Mortal Kombat. That's right. So,
Yes,
of course,
exactly.
right here. Yes.
Exactly.
I see a lot of funny Chuck Norris things coming on.
Yes.
R.I.P. Chuck
Yes.
Norris.
He was,
He was 80. I think he was 80 years old or something. I can't remember.
I remember seeing boys that were kind of like nerdy that wanted to run around at recess and be fit and and make good choice. He was an inspiration. He was an inspiration. He really was. There was like I really like him. I really like him. Sad he's gone. All the great ones are going. Us Gen Xers.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's one of he did I'm trying to remember. He did a movie with Lou Gossett Jr. I'll have to look it up. He
Okay.
did. Chuck Norris did. He did a movie with Lou Gossett Jr. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm
will
going to look.
too.
I'm going to go on IMDb right now. Do my crack research while we're talking
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah. Look that up. I want to check it out.
So do you see the Browns? I don't see them trading for JJ McCarthy. I just think that's just internet stuff
Yeah.
right now.
It's that season, guys.
What's that?
Bottom of the barrel. It's the season of scraping the bottom of the barrel for stories.
It's just bullshit. I just
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Before
I,
you
not
care.
he. Now I would say this: if he's not doing that well, and it's like 5 years after, we could just take a flyer on him and get like a 5th round pick for him. Yeah, I could see Barry doing that because he likes doing that with former 1st round picks. Kid was drafted 10th overall. I don't see Minnesota giving up on him that quickly. I just don't. Just to basically give him away to us.
Yeah.
They think because no.
I don't see it's more about Minnesota not giving up on him more than us. We don't mind
86
taking
years
up on
old.
him.
Chuck Norris was 86 years old.
That is nice. That is nice and that is good.
Oh,
That is-
Invasion
he lived a
USA.
life.
Yes, that was the other one. He was also in The Expendables with Sylvester Stallone. Yeah.
What's the movie with Lou Gossett?
I'm trying. Let me look. It was in the 80s. I remember going to the mall with my uncle to go see Chuck Norris. No, it wasn't long.
Oh yeah, I'm imagining you go in that baby picture going to the mall. I just imagine that. That baby.
Oh, that one
picture.
that was like, "This is who runs this account." I was 6 months old in that picture.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Let's see, because I'm thinking this movie was 1983. Was Lone Wolf McQuade when he fought David Carradine. Okay. I don't think it was Delta Force, was it?
That sounds familiar. Delta Force. That sounds familiar. Who was in Delta Force?
Let me see. Lee Marvin. Let me do this. I'll just do like an AI thing. What movie was Chuck Norris in with Lou Gossett Jr.? Lou Gossett Jr. still alive too?
He's dead.
Is he dead?
I think Lou Gossett's dead.
Hang on. There was one he was in with Lou Gossett Jr. Okay, hang on. I remember going to go see it. It was 1986.
Yeah,
Actually-
he died March 29, 2024. Lou
It's
Gossett
called
died.
Firewalker. It came out in 1986.
Okay, that's
I was
that's
13
the
years
movie.
old. My uncle took me to go see the movie at the mall. I want to see Chuck
Okay.
Norris.
Chuck Norris and Lou Gossett. That's a lot of testosterone, baby.
I remember when Lou Gossett Jr. was like, he was the drill sergeant and an officer and a gentleman.
In
Remember that?
Firewalker.
No.
Oh, yes,
Officer
yes.
and gentleman,
Oh,
Richard
yeah.
Gere. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I saw Officer and Gentleman. I went with my aunts. They let us
And you're
go.
right. Yeah, he was 87. Lou Gossett Jr. was 87. Wow.
Yeah, March 29, 2024.
Okay,
So
he
they both
died like
they
almost
both
a year
passed
ago,
away in
2
March.
years ago. What's
Yeah,
that?
so they both passed away in March.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Weird.
wow.
Oh, there was a movie where he played an alien. Lou Gossett Jr. did. It's called Enemy Mine, with Dennis Quaid.
Write that down, Flex. Write that down, Flex.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid and Lou Gossett Jr. called Enemy Mine, where Lou Gossett Jr. played an alien, and
Okay.
they were like at war with each other, but they were stranded on the planet together, and they had to get along. That's what it was about, pretty much. Yeah, that was it. Enemy Mine. The makeup was really good for that. Yeah, it came out.
But Firewalker was the movie with Chuck Norris and Lou Gossett. You said. Okay.
Yeah.
I will definitely add that
I
to
want to
the
see what
list.
year, because I got it here. 'Cause they're showing his, okay, Enemy Mine was with Dennis Quaid. It came out, it was made at the Bavarian Movie Studios in Germany, because I actually took a tour of it when I visited Germany when I was in high school. It came out in
Tell me
1985.
anything about it.
Yeah.
Don't tell me anything about these movies. I'm
But
definitely
no,
going to watch.
it's called Enemy Mine. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's
Okay.
interesting. It's an interesting movie. But anyway, we went on this whole tangent with Chuck
I
Norris and
know,
Who Got
Chuck
the Juice.
Norris memory.
That's like a Chuck Norris memory I had, was going to see a Chuck Norris
Yes.
movie with my uncle, my mom's
Yes.
brother. It's just like my
Yeah,
uncle Ricky took me to
everyone's
see
been
Chuck
to the
Norris.
movie theater with their aunt or uncle. Yeah, Chuck
Yeah.
Norris.
Yeah, I remember watching
Yeah.
the Bruce Lee movies with my mom's brothers, and they just like, yeah. And Chuck, you gotta see this one. He fights Chuck Norris. Like, get out of here, really? It's like, oh, you did. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Okay, switching gears, just going back to the Browns now. Before, what are you thinking of this offseason so far? Where they're at today? Because I know there's still stuff to do, but what do you think they've done so far?
We're hitting home runs. We've been hitting home runs between this draft. We're building off this draft. The successful draft we've done last year, and then right out the gate, as soon as free agency started, we're showing signs of building our own line. We're hitting home runs. AB's hitting home runs.
We're seeing a heavy investment in the offense, because we got a punt return. We got a receiver, but he's not the answer for the receiver. But it was a punt return specialist. Brought back the punter. We signed Ronnie Hickman to a tender, so we have the safeties. We have the safe. We don't have a hole at safety. We had some. We did a lot of depth pickups, including situational people, complimentary pieces. Like you put that guy on there with Myles Garrett on the other side, you're going to get pressure on the quarterback on the third one. So that's what you want to do.
We want depth. We want depth. We want to save people's bodies here. So now we're ready for the draft. That'll be here before we know it, April something. We can go wide. I want a wide receiver. I want a young, fast wide receiver.
Which one? Which one do you particularly want?
I don't know the names. I lean on you,
Well,
Brian.
Carnell Tate is like the big name from Ohio State, which I
Carnell Tate. I do know him. But
the Browns, Browns fans would immediately be out buying Carnell Tate jerseys. I was talking about that last year. It was like in December when we were doing games, but we were talking. It was before the last two games of the season, and they were saying like, "Hey, if the Raiders beat the Chiefs, which was possible because the Chiefs just tanked last year, and they said, hey, if the Raiders beat the Chiefs." And we lose our last two games, we would have gotten the first overall pick, and we'd be sitting here with the first and 24th pick. Who do you think we'd be drafting?
I want the win. The players want the win. Even Batonio said that.
They want to win. They want to, but if they would,
yes.
Well, the only quarterback I think worth taking early in this draft is Fernando Mendoza.
And and the Raiders.
He's going to the Raiders. I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
He's going to the Raiders. It also depends on who falls at 6, like who's going to be there. I mean, will Averill Reese be there? Will Sonny Styles be there? Jeremiah Love? If Jeremiah Love is there at 6th, I could see somebody willing to trade up to get him.
Okay.
I could see that. I don't know. I don't know if he'll be there, but running back in the top 5, excuse me, is pretty tough thing to gauge. So you're going to hear a lot of rumors and a lot of BS about stuff. I just tell you what I think. What I think of this whole thing. I think it's solid. I think they're everything they're doing. It seems like there's no panicking. They're not over. They said they overpaid on Zion Johnson. You overpay in free agency, but not a crazy thing. You know. Yeah, the Steelers traded for Michael Pittman. That's a great one. Who's going to throw to him? Who's going to block for the guy that's going to throw to him?
Yeah, I don't want to think about it. I'm so glad I'm not a Steelers fan.
Right.
I am so happy. I don't know what they're doing. There's no way you can stick with Aaron. I'm sorry. It's time, Aaron.
I told you a few weeks ago. I think it was before free agency started. I was a guest, part of an AFC North roundtable with the Pittsburgh podcast, and we gave our opinion. And they said, "Are you guys happy with your quarterback room?" I said, we're not saying we got our franchise guy. We're not saying that, but we're willing to run Shador out there and see what he has. I think that's where we're at, but we're not. No. And they go, well, like they didn't quite wrap their head around how are we able to do what we're doing with this Watson contract. I said, well, we added void years, and we do a post June 1st, 2027 cut. The hit's going to be a lot less with those void years and the restructures. And the only way you can do that is you have to have an owner willing to restructure and pay it out. So there's ways around it. What hurt us more was the lack of draft picks. So I really do hope they get an extra pick next year in the first 2 rounds, so that way we had 3 top 2-round picks in 3 years in a row to make up for that loss of talent when we had the Watson deal. I would prefer that, but I don't know if they will. I don't think many. 2027.
I think they will. I think they want as many picks as possible for that draft. You want as many picks as possible so you can you can reach for Archie Manning, you can trade, and you can reach for Archie. Yeah, they're going. AB's going to make it happen, and AB we trust. Yeah.
Let me just do this since we're talking 2027. 2027 NFL draft pick, Cleveland Browns draft picks. Let's do that. I'm going to do a quick search here.
Okay.
See what they have. They
Not
might.
this draft,
This is
but next year's draft. That's what you're looking at.
next year's draft. Yeah.
Okay.
This year we have 10, and they also put in for a rule change. Did you hear about that?
Yes.
Everybody flips
Everyone's
out.
like, that is so Browns. But it's smart. Once again, I'm proud of them. Change the game. If this works for you, I mean, okay, let's go over, if you want to, let's go over what they asked for. But it's like, if the method was worked really well this past year with Fannin and all those Simpson and all those picks, yeah, change the rules to help you. Let's go. Let's go. There's nothing more to try. Try it. I'm proud of them. Man.
Next year we'll have 2 7ths and 2 5ths, but no 6th. And we have a 4th, a 3rd, a 2nd, and a 1st. So we have 8 picks next year. But
Okay.
4 of them are in the 5th, 6th, and 7th round. And we have 1 each round before that. So
Okay.
this year, if we say like we trade back a few spots and pick up a 2nd rounder next year, because I mean, I'll tell you what, we've made some pretty good picks in the 2nd round with Andrew Berry. Going back to Grant Delpit, Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah, Carson Schlesinger, Michael Hall. Let's see, who's another? Quinjon Judkins. So
That's all second round.
all 2nd rounders.
All second rounders.
Yeah,
Okay.
Carson Schlesinger was the first pick of the 2nd round. Yeah. So I mean, I just listed about 5 quality Pro Bowl players.
Wow, that is a lot.
Not all of them are in the Pro Bowl yet, but they're quality. They're really good
Yeah.
players, guys we can build from. These are 2nd round picks. So if you get 2 2nd rounders, that's you can get good value in the 2nd round. So
Yeah.
I think Bill Walsh was the guy that thought the first round was overrated because there was like a when he drafted Jerry Rice in the 2nd round, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to take a look, but I know. But anyway, go ahead with your UFL stuff right now, and then we can
Okay.
get back to the Browns. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, it's spring football is back, guys, next Friday. So by the time that we are talking to you again next week, spring football would have started. Yes, there's a game on Friday, 2 games on Saturday. Is there a game on Sunday? But just tune to ESPN, Fox, ABC. They are your spring football channels, but there will be a game. We will have football next
Will that be at
Friday.
FS1 on the UFL? FS1.
FS1, ESPN. Go to the UFL website. Be sure to follow at the_UFL. That is the one to follow. Be sure to follow me. I'm going to be on I'm going to be doing another podcast talking about the schedule.
Every week feels like the playoffs.
But I'm so happy. Every week
Oh,
feels like,
that is my mistake. I was wrong. He was the 16th pick in the first round in '85.
oh, Jerry Rice.
Yeah. Yep.
My shirt. I
You're breaking
got
up.
from
You're breaking up.
Hanger. Six.
You're breaking up there.
Thanks. Shout out to at Hanger 614 for my shirt. It is Toa. Let me running back. I can't wait to see him. He's on the Columbus Aviators. Thank you, Hanger 614. Hey, thank you, Hanger 6. Thank you, Hanger 614 for the T-shirt. These T-shirts have been approved by Toa Tawa, the running back. He is formerly on Michigan. He is number 35 on the Columbus Aviators. His stats, he's out of Nevada, 356 yards rushing, 36 points in the past UFL season, 6 touchdowns. I can't wait to see him against that Orlando Storm defense. Let's see if he can break through. But this is an official Toa Tawa tee that's been blessed by him. Be sure to get your tee from Hanger 614. It's
Hanger
awesome.
614.
So be sure this is a 4X. Yeah, Hanger, capital H, Hanger 614. They are an alternative T-shirt and merch brand for the Columbus Aviators. Yeah, so
Cool. Well, thank you.
thanks a lot for them sending me the official license.
Oh, yeah.
So
Thank you
this
for
has been
sending that.
approved by
Yeah,
Toa.
I'm sure he appreciates the plug. It's really good. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. No, I was going to say this, and there's stuff about the stadium coming out, like little renderings, and we're going to have the closest seats in the NFL to the field. We're going to be like pretty much
Yes,
in
I
ground.
saw
It's gonna be
that.
right on top.
16 feet? 16 feet away from the. 16
I'm
feet
hearing
away
that.
from the.
I'll believe it when I see it. But
I'm like, wow. Okay. Yeah, that is awesome. That's awesome.
I'm telling you that
Yeah. This stadium, everything I'm hearing is going to be awesome about this stadium. Yeah. Everything I'm hearing.
everything you're hearing. Well,
Yeah.
it's gonna be something else. The people that were against it's gonna be kind of like what happened with Jacobs Field when it first opened. And oh wow, this is a great thing. Yeah, I remember when you were against it. I remember all the naysayers.
Yes. Yes, they were the first one posting photos and pics and bragging and going Facebook Live when they're there. You know.
I'm old enough to remember going to the games at the Municipal Stadium for the Indians. The old, it was a dump. It was terrible. The stadium by 1995 it needed to. We should have had a stadium built decades before the Browns picked up and moved, and that could have been avoided, and it should have been avoided. But the Cleveland city government had their heads up their rear ends, as well as Art Modell just kept they were just like, oh, he's paying for it, fine, we'll let him do it, and they just took advantage of him. What he did wrong was if he would have came out and said, this is what's going on, this is what's happening, I need this stadium or else I'm going to have to move the team. He didn't do that. He just announced the move in the middle of the season, the day before we were voting on remodeling the stadium.
Yeah.
So that's why people, they have their own twisted, selective memories out there, like the Baker Mayfield stuff. Now, I remember when he left. I remember what went down. Or I see a Yahoo writer called Cleveland quarterback hell. It's like, yeah. How are the Jets doing?
I know.
How was Jackson Dart last year? Let me see. Let me look at Jackson Dart's record. I'm
Not a mumbling word you hear about it. You know.
I'm just saying Jackson Dart his coach got fired too. Rookie quarterback coaches get fired. So let's see, Jackson Dart. I'm just going to see what his record was last year. I know the Giants. I want to just see how many games he won. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. We're still, yes. No technical difficulties, guys.
Yeah,
Great.
15 to 5 TD to interception ratio. Okay. Let's see. 2025 rookie season. Because I know the Giants didn't have a great season. NFL career statistics.
Yeah.
All right, he
poor
started
Giants.
12 games. He went 4-8. Shedeur Sanders started 7 games and went 3-4.
3 and 4. Okay.
He probably had a better quarterback rating than Shedeur Sanders. But people were thinking, if we would have taken Jackson Dart, the second overall pick, this place would have rioted. Okay? Jackson Dart could be something. He could be nothing. But I remember people didn't like it. But, I mean, he won 4 games. Shedeur won 3. 1 game difference between the two. I'm also thinking, the other thing I think they're saying with the team, and I said this with Ethan, I'm going to wait till I see what kind of roster and team we have going into training camp. I might even watch a couple preseason games before I start saying, this is what I think we can do. Because if the defense comes as advertised as last year did, okay, and I mean that, and we have an average, maybe just a slightly above average offense, which is like 13th in the league, okay, in offense. That's 7-8 wins, 7 and 9 wins. This is what I'm saying. If you win 9 wins in the AFC North, and you win them against divisional opponents, you have a shot at contending for a division championship. You do.
I need Steelers to still take the L. I need them to still have a building year. Yeah, we need them to still have a building year. Yeah.
Well, I was telling
need that to
Steeler fans,
happen.
I was at the last game when we beat them, and I was telling, that was pass interference. They didn't call it. You know how many times I've seen bad calls not go our way, or non-calls not go our way, and they won games. So they can go pound sand. But,
Yeah.
But I was saying, like, okay, well, what about this? We had to go to London after Minnesota was already there for a week, play them, come back from London, go to Pittsburgh while they came off their bye week. Those were 2 losses in a row, and I saw that coming.
So you were able to say that on the you were recently on a Pittsburgh podcast. You were able to say that.
Oh yeah. I said, hey, and they were like, yeah, they understood. I said, we don't win in Pittsburgh. I mean, but it made a whole world of difference when we both weren't coming off our bye. You weren't coming off your bye, and we weren't coming back from London.
Yes.
And Dylan Gabriel was starting versus Shedeur Sanders, which I think Shedeur was better than Dylan. It's easy to say. You know, I think Shedeur was better than Flacco last year.
Wow.
Well, I remember people flipping out because Flacco won 1 game for the Bengals on a Thursday night that Pittsburgh was on the road on a Thursday night. Pittsburgh on the road on Thursday nights does not win. They don't have a horrible record. That was under Tomlin. I don't know how much better it'll be under McCarthy. But I think what Pittsburgh's going to do is they're going to pretty much run it back the way they had it before. They're kind of operating with status quo. Cincinnati, I really haven't seen much of what they've done. I know Baltimore lost some players. I have to really look. What's that?
Trent. Yeah. They lost Trent Richardson and Trent Richardson. They lost Trent Richardson, or
they lost Lindenbaum.
was it a Richardson?
Well, you're talking about the Ravens or the Bengals? Trey Hendrickson.
Okay. Who's Trent Henderson?
Trey Hendrickson was for the Bengals. He was their defensive end. He was their star pass rusher. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Hendrickson.
Is Joe Burrow healthy? Is Joe Burrow healthy though?
He finished out the season. Yeah, we beat him. We beat him at the end of the season. You think about this. We beat Cincinnati.
Yeah.
We should have won the first game, and they should have won the last game of the season. Because Our offense only scored 6 points. We beat them 20-18. They missed 2 extra points and a failed 2-point conversion. Just by that alone. And then they had 2 touchdowns, an interception returned for a touchdown, and a fumble recovery returned for a touchdown. So our defense scored 2 touchdowns. Our offense scored 2 field goals. But when it came down to the end of the game, when Shador had the ball and drove it down the field, we were able to kick a game-winning field goal. So I'm just looking back at it and saying, well, that defense won us that game. The defense won us the game against the Dolphins. The defense won us the game against the Bengals.
Yes.
The Bengals, the Dolphins, and the Packers. I'm trying to think what was
The
another one.
rookies are showing up.
Oh, well, I think
I
the
would
Raiders.
say
The Raiders, the
outside.
defense won us that game because we had like 10 sacks in that game. I mean, God, the Raiders were awful. So I'm trying to think. The Packers, and the Steelers too. The defense won us the game for the Steelers. The defense won us 5 games. I can't think of a game where the offense came out and played really well, and the offense won us the game. No, I mean we should have beaten Tennessee, and we should have won 7 games. We should have beaten Tennessee. We should have beaten the Jets.
When do OTA start? That's what we want to see.
OTAs will probably start. Good
Draft.
question.
Draft late April.
Draft's late April. OTA should be right
OTA.
after that. Should be right early
Is
May.
it, okay, so that's the mandatory OTAs for.
Yeah.
Is mandatory OTAs for rookies and quarterbacks? How do they do it? I know Shador.
Some of them are
as soon as
voluntary, some of
Shador-
them are mandatory.
What do you say? Part of it is
Some of them
mandatory.
are voluntary, and some of them are.
I know Shador's gonna be there. Yeah.
Oh, he'll be there. Yeah.
Yep. As soon as that building's
Okay,
open.
here we go. I got it. This is from ESPN.com. Let's look at the Browns because every team's different on how they do it. So, all right, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Flex just gave it to us. All right, we'll put it on the screen. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it for the people listening on Spotify. Cleveland Browns OTA dates are May 27th through 28th, May 30th, June 3rd through 4th, June 6th through the 19th, which is my birthday. Additionally, there will be mandatory mini camp from June 10th through the 12th. So, yeah, usually there might be a rookie mini camp or rookie OTAs early May. There might be. The big thing is I'm hearing the schedule will be announced. Once the schedule is announced, we'll know more. I'll get more into what I think they can do and how they'll do it. Are they playing in Paris? Are they not playing in Paris? Are they gonna win? Do they have a chance of winning the game in Paris against the Saints? Are they having the bye week should be right after that, which I 100% agree. You don't go all the way to Europe and then try to come back.
Yes.
Which is insane.
I think the Browns should demand that. The Browns should demand that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
they
think
had
what
it.
they're going to do is, Shador, when he mysteriously took that trip to Paris, they're going to drop the schedule release in May, and they're going to drop a cool commercial with Shador, probably that we're in Paris. That's probably what happened. That's going to
We're
happen.
going to drop the shoot. Yeah, we won't know until after the draft is scheduled. It's usually early to mid-May, so we'll find that out. I'm going to try to, if I can, make it to the draft watch party. I'll have to see how that goes, but I gotta let you know, man. Things are going well. Any final thoughts? Thank you, Flex, for getting that to us.
Thanks a lot. Nope. Football is back. It's real football. I want to, give a hug to all of the players that it was cut day yesterday. And the UFL. I want to shout out the players. If you are an O-lineman, go ahead and send your application to the Browns. Okay. If you are a left tackle or guard, go ahead. Why not? But my UFL players, I'm sorry. Those that got cut yesterday, I'm so sorry. Some of them I've talked to in DMs off the record.
Hey.
I'm very sorry about that. But hopefully, still send your application to the Browns, okay? Because we
Send
need
your apps. Come
support.
on. We'll take anybody. Yeah. Well, I think the Browns are doing some solid moves. They're still. I think I could see them drafting a left tackle and a center. I could see them. I think you're going to see a heavy draft pick investment early in the draft on the offense in general. could see a trade back, which, like you're saying, I think getting an extra pick next year would help in the first 2 rounds. Just looking at
Yes.
the overall pivoting strategy of what they're trying to do.
It's all about Archie, baby.
Yeah,
Archie.
Yeah, you're thinking that they're going to try to make a play for him. But I think there's going to be so much in play at that point. And who knows how Archie will be a year from now compared to what other ones we're at, too. I was going to also point out I was going to also point out that the salary cap, the way it's kind of built in and the way that the Watson thing's built in, 2028, 29 would be around that time they're making the moves to do things. He even Perry said they're going to be modestly aggressive this offseason, but 2027 they're going to be even more aggressive. So they want to win. I don't see this like, oh, we're going to tank. I don't see them trying to tank for anything. So
Because, okay, think about it. Okay, you don't have to tank. If you can make some picks, if you've got the picks, and you don't have to tank. You don't have, and I think that's what AB's trying to do. If you can make trades, you don't have to tank. I think that's what he's trying to do.
You think he's trying to tank?
No. So if you don't have to tank, if you have a good number of picks, if you accumulate a number of picks, you don't have to tank.
No, you can make your moves and do that. And having the first overall or going after Arch Manning, it's a lot, a lot can come up, a lot can change. So
Yes.
anyway, I'm just sitting back. I'm watching all these Chuck Norris memes fly. Yeah, I think, the thing I was going to say, but my final thought was I saw somebody tweet something about having the seats closer to the field, and they said, oh, great, it's even closer to hell. And I'm like, really? I mean, really, we're like that? I think, you can tell me if you agree with me or not, but I think this self-loathing stuff, I think people are starting to see through it. Where
Yes.
some of the comments after that, it's kind of like, really? I mean, we're getting a new stadium. We got an owner that's filthy rich, that's spending money. Has it all
It's
worked out
getting-
right? Could he have spent it better? Could he have done things better? Of course. But
A couple of weeks ago, someone tweeted how, Ultimate Cleveland Show was getting old because they were bashing the Browns,
you
It
showed
was
that to me. You sent that to me. I remember, Posh. You did.
Yes, it's getting old. I saw some podcasts with a number, I'm not going to say the name of it, but I saw the views were kind of down, bashing people, bashing the
Bashing
Browns.
the Browns or just bashing?
Yes.
Well, one of the people I
The
respect
history
the
of
most
bashing the Browns.
on here, and I'll say his name because I'm saying it. He's kind of called it out too. The overall media is G. Bush.
He called it out,
He
the
called it out
bashing.
too. Yeah, he called it out too. Quincy Carrier does. I like Quincy Carrier. I like Tyvis Powell. I like those guys. Not so much
I
as
like
much as-
Chesty.
Yeah, G.
Chesty
Bush is
is
a
fair.
Shador guy. G. Bush is a Shador guy. People ask me if I am, and I said, really, he compared to Flacco, Dillon, last year's Deshaun Watson, 2024 Deshaun Watson, I should say. He's better than anything we've had. The 2023 Flacco was better, but it's not 2023. It's 2026. So, yeah, I'm not gonna. No, sorry guys, but it's not gonna. Right now, he's the best we've got. And anybody taking the field in a Browns uniform, I want to win and I want to succeed. I'm not gonna, and I think we talked last week with Ethan about the whole Jason Lloyd stuff, and I mean, even my wife was watching it with me, and she's like, really? And I know him, I've met him and everything, but he has sources. It's just, are these sources good? I'm not saying he doesn't have sources. I'm saying are these sources giving him correct information or entire information? So, hey, it seems like he's bashing him, but look, only time will tell if he's going to be the guy or not. We should know in 12 months. We could be sitting here March 20th, 2027, saying, Is he the guy? Is this what we're doing? Is this how this is going to work?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have Shador? We got to be looking at a guy in the draft. That's really what it is. Because you give Shador 2 years, you know what he has. He started 7 times. He's a 5th round pick in the rookie contract. It would be amazing if this guy works out to be the franchise guy now under Todd Monken. I would be ecstatic that we don't have to worry about quarterback going into next year's draft. We could draft Jeremiah Smith. So that would be great. Jeremiah Smith's a star receiver, wide receiver of Ohio State.
Yes, yes.
That kid's going to be a top 5 pick in 2020.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love watching him play.
Amazing
Yes.
athlete. Amazing athlete.
So you said Carnell Tate so Ohio State put out Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith?
Well, Cardinal Tate's out this year. Jeremiah Smith will be
Okay.
out next year, 2020.
Okay, next year. Okay,
No,
okay.
yeah, Jeremiah Smith's not this year. No. Don't.
Okay, next year. Okay.
But
Okay.
that's pretty much what I was saying. I think, guys, it did that whole bashing the Browns thing, or we're Cleveland, ho, ho, ho.
It's getting old. Yeah.
It got old to me years ago, and it's because
Yeah, it's now, people are now catching up. I'm like,
They're
they're
just
figuring
kinda
out,
like,
you can't, it gets old. I think what it is that there's so much turbulence in the world, it gets old. Second of all, people realize, okay, you've got Miles, you picked up Keyshawn. Just think of this, guys, we lost Chubb. And it seemed like the world was crashing. I remember Twitter that day. You know what I mean? We overcame that. We've got Keyshawn, who's healthy. We really are not far away. And so people are like, wait a minute, this is getting old. I think that's what it is. People are now catching up to that. It's getting old. Think of something else, guys. Think there's other takes you can do.
we don't do that here. I don't do that. I don't do that. You don't do that. We're talking. Now I'm not, but I will put criticism where it belongs. And I will say last year's offense was atrocious. We were like 31st in the league. We need to do better. If we could improve to be mid-league, like average or a little bit above average, I'm talking like 13th, and that defense stays where it's at, that's 9 wins. I mean, I don't see that being unreasonable. We won 5 games and should have won 7 with better special teams and better offense. I mean, just thinking about it.
Yeah, and I want
Defense
3
won us
quarterbacks.
5 games. Yeah, we had letdown games. We had the defensive letdown against Tennessee and the defensive letdown against the Bears. But it's not going to be perfect the whole season, and the offense is going to be perfect every game. So it's not going to be perfect the way you want it. But let's take some time here just to kind of reflect on what the Browns have done since the season ended in Cincinnati on the last second Andre Schmidt field goal. After the guy missed 2 extra points. He missed an extra point and missed a field goal. He missed 2 kicks that he would make routinely, and we should have won that game. He came back. He basically hit 2 field goals and 2 extra points,
And won it.
and he bounced back from that, and that's what Haslam was talking about. That's why people.
It's the best UFL story ever.
Well, people were saying, well, now he's saying that's his favorite player. I said, no, that's not what he said. He was just using him as an example of persevering. Something you actually do when things don't go right at first, and you got to push through it, and then you have success. That's what it's called. Like sometimes you just have setbacks. Sometimes you have to push through.
And Shador would talk to him. I remember talk to him when he missed those field goals. Yeah. See you guys next Friday.
Next Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, will be myself and Posh. Go ahead. What else do you got? You got anything
We'll be
fun?
Football is back next week.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you. Go Browns. Oh, by the way, Flex, thank you. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for people joining us. Much obliged, much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Thank you.